Mrs. Muir, may I speak to you, please, about something quite serious?
Absolutely.
Let's sit here on the steps. Mrs. Muir, am I repulsive or something?
Well, of course not. How could you even think such a thing?
Well, with women, I'm a complete washout. It happened again last night. I had this date. She ignored me the whole evening, Mrs. Muir. She barely said a word. I took her to a nice hot dog stand, and she just ate and ate. And then she wanted to go for a drive.
Well, that sounds romantic. Where did you take her?
To a barbecue stand. And she had a double order of spare ribs, and then I took her home, and we shook hands goodnight, and I left smelling of hickory sauce.
Well, Claymore, I'm sure it was the girl and not you. You must have caught her on a hungry night.
No, Mrs. Muir, it was me. Romantically, I'm nothing but a meal ticket. With women, I bat zero. Nothing's gonna help me with women. Thanks for listening to my troubles. Bye.
Ah, poor fellow.
I wish there was something I could do to help him.
Well, fortunately, it is not a true descendant of mine. To think that anyone with a drop of Greg blood in his veins could be so inept with women would be absolutely appalling. It'd be a complete reflection on me, you know.
Well, he says he's your descendant.
Well, this proves conclusively that he is nothing of the kind. Suave runs in my family.
Well, he still has the Greg name. Everybody thinks he's your descendant. So I'm afraid it's still a reflection on you.
Nonsense.
Well, why don't you help him? Give him some lessons in Suave.
Suave is not to be learned.
Well, you learned it.
You're wrong. I had it from the cradle.
It really goes. It's supreme irony to take a noble, beautiful soul and put it into this factory reject body. Oh, what are you doing here? Please go away. I've got enough troubles already.
That's why I'm here, my boy, to assist you with those troubles.
Oh, why would you want to help me? No, you hate me.
I don't hate you.
Do you like me?
I like you.
Do you like me a lot?
I like you a lot.
When did you first discover this fascination for me?
Why,
Look out for the mirror.
I'm going to make you uphold the Greg name with women in spite of yourself. Get on the phone and make a date for tonight.
But no girl wants to go out with me.
They would, if you would take them to a decent restaurant instead of those cheap hot dog stands.
But that's expensive, and I'd probably goof it up anyway. I do not know how to talk to a woman. I dry up all inside. I'm not suave like you are.
Don't let that concern you. Very few people are. Now dial. Now pull yourself together, man. There's nothing to be afraid of. Remember, you bear the Greg name. Remember that.
Right,
Greg.
Greg. I am a Greg. There is nothing to be afraid of. After all, she is only a woman. Right?
Right.
She answered. What'll I say?
Try something absolutely brilliant, like hello.
Hello. This is Claymore Gregg. The fellow you went out with last night? Oh? She says she remembers me very well. She still has heartburn from the ribs.
Tell her that you had such an enchanting evening in her company that you cannot wait to take her out again tonight to a nice place. Now be confident, positive.
Positive, confident. Hello. Helen, listen, I know you're busy. A girl like you is always busy. But are you washing your hair or anything tonight? You're not? Well, listen, I was wondering if you'd like to go out to a nice place for dinner. Just the two of us. Well, if you're busy, I'll understand. I won't be offended if you refuse me. Yes? She said yes. I'll pick you up at 7. Bye.
Splendid.
Uh-oh, I'll probably mess up the whole thing, though.
Nonsense. You'll treat her like a lady. You'll show her a lovely evening at a nice place.
How nice.
Very nice. And to see that you do, I'll be along to keep an eye on you. A cold, beady eye.
1, 2, 3, turn, 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's so good. 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, 2.
He must be in the other room. Yeah.
3, turn, dip, dip, dip. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, dip, 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 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, turn, 2, 3. What can I do for you kids?
Mother said to give you these insurance papers, Claymore.
1, 2, thank you, 2, 3.
What are you doing?
I am practicing my dancing, and now you've made me lose count. What does it look like I'm doing? 2, 3.
It doesn't look like dancing. It's corny. They don't dance like that anymore, Claymore. You've got to get with it.
With it?
In the swing part of the scene.
Well, how do I do that, kids?
I'll show you. Come on, Jonathan.
That's with it?
It's groovy. It's the end thing.
And I'm further out than I thought I was.
Come on, Claymore, try it.
Oh, no, I couldn't do a dance like that.
Sure you can. It's easy.
All right, I'll try. How's this?
You're too stiff. You've got to shake more.
Ow!
What's the matter?
I think I broke my rib or my money belt. I hope it's not the belt. Groovy, groovy. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. You know, I just love that car.
Gee, this is a nice place. You feeling all right?
I told you I'd take you to a nice place.
I want to switch from those hot dog stands.
Hello there.
This way, please.
My dear, I told you.
Claymore. Remember, treat her like a lady.
I will.
You are supposed to be a gracious, debonair host.
Gracious, debonair. Right. Watch this.
Oh, thank you.
Excuse me, my dear, but I had to get some change. You know, all these tips.
This is really nice. Have you ever eaten here before?
Oh, yes, of course. This is my usual Tuesday night spot. I think you'll find the wine list frivolous, but acceptable.
I don't know the first thing about wines. What wine would you suggest?
What wine would I suggest? Would you just excuse me a moment? I have to, wash my hands. Oh. She wants to know what kind of wine to order. I don't know the first thing about wines.
The kind of wine you order depends upon the kind of food you order.
Oh.
Decide on that first, you clod.
Yes, sir. Order first. Right. Hello. Actually, hi. You see, my dear, the kind of wine that one orders depends upon the kind of food.
Oh, food.
That one orders. Shall we? Aren't these menus lovely? I'm sure you'll find some tasty morsel on there to titillate your taste buds. Oh, what prices.
What's that?
I said they have Italian ices.
I am terribly hungry.
I thought you'd be.
Why don't we try the caviar first? And then the extra thick Chateaubriand with the special souffle potatoes.
Well, would you excuse me? Just for a moment, I have to wash my hands. Pardon me. She's ordering the most expensive dishes on the menu.
Then you order for her, you nit. You take command. Women like to have decisions made for them. You make it.
I make it. Right, I'll make it. I'm sorry, my dear.
Oh,
I will order for both of us. Maitre, please. That's French.
Do you wish to order now, sir?
Yes, Maitre. We'll start out with the navy bean soup, please. Just a cup. And then Miss Stevens and I have decided for the main course to have the fish sticks and succotash, please. They make them so lovely here. Just Perfect.
Are you through?
Uh-huh.
I hate fish.
You hate fish?
Fish gives me blotches.
Blotches?
Blotches!
Would you excuse me just for a moment, please? But I have to wash my hands. You know, Helen, I've always wanted to know a girl like you. I guess it's because we've got so much in common.
Pass potatoes.
Oh, sure. No, I realize we've only known each other a short time, and, well, you probably think I'm giving you a line.
You pass the butter?
Oh, the butter, yes. I think you'll agree that there's some sort of a magic that is happening between us.
Pass the pickles.
Oh, the pickles. I'm really a simple man at heart. A man who wouldn't mind, you know, settling down, something like that. Have a little garden, putter around in, something like that. What would you say to that, Helen? Pass the ketchup.
Freshen your coffee, madam.
Oh, thank you, Captain.
Unfortunately, you had retired by the time I returned last night from what I shall charitably call Claymore's date.
Yes, I went to bed early.
So did Claymore.
I take it didn't go too well?
In a word, dreadful.
There must be some way to build his confidence.
I've been giving it some thought. To give a young fighter confidence, his manager sometimes arranges a series of bouts with setups. He wins easily, and suddenly he thinks he's a killer.
You mean match Claymore with a couple of romantic setups?
Exactly. They'll make a fuss of him, and his ego blossoms.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. In fact, I know just the two girls. I understand you had a date last night.
Uh-huh.
How did it go?
Lousy. Mrs. Muir, I resign myself to the fact that I was born to live my life without the love of a woman. Romance is not everything, Mrs. Muir. I shall devote my life to higher things. I shall probably join a monastery in the mountains. What is the name of those mountains, Mrs. Muir? You know the ones I can't think of, the high ones?
The Himalayas?
The Himalayas. I shall probably become a monk there.
Oh.
No, I even have the bald spot. Can you see that, Mrs. Muir?
Claymore.
Well, it's true.
Well, you know, I agree with you. Romance isn't everything. What is important is that a man and a woman can be good friends, like we are.
You are so right, Mrs. Muir. Who needs romantic hang-ups?
Exactly. We could go out for an evening and have a perfectly lovely time with no involvement.
No involvement whatsoever, Mrs. Muir. Just two mature, objective people enjoying each other's friendly company.
Right. I was thinking of taking in a movie tonight, and I thought maybe you'd join me.
No, I thought I'd stay home tonight, Mrs. Muir.
Well, you wouldn't have to pay. We'll go Dutch.
Oh, no, there's a lot of reading I've got to catch up on.
I'll treat.
Pick me up at 7.
Perfect.
We'll use your car.
Here they come. Let's set the trap. Just putting the finishing touches to the bait.
Hi there. I'll get it. Hold it. Here we go.
Oh, thank you, my dear.
Like in the movies.
What are you going to have?
Oh, I don't think I'll have anything, Mrs. Muir.
Well, I'm still treating.
Oh, waitress. Hi, Minerva. How are you? Could I have a tuna fish sandwich on white, please? And I guess a chocolate malt tonight.
I'll just have coffee, thanks.
No ice cream?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Isn't this a nice way to spend an
Oh,
evening?
it certainly is, Mrs. Muir. You know, I looked forward to this all day in my office. I just couldn't wait to get out on the town and just relax. You know, just two people out without one emotional problem.
Right.
Karen!
Paula, what are you doing here in town?
Well, Betty and I are just passing through on our way back to Boston. Would you believe it that she's trying to get you on the phone this very minute?
Oh, no, isn't that right? Oh, this is my friend Claymore Gregg, Paula Tardy. We went to school together.
Oh, how do you do, Miss Tardy?
How do you do, Mr.
Nice
Gray?
to meet you.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yes, well, I think I should make a phone call myself. No, I just want to check on the kids, and I'll be right back.
Fine. So you...
Claymore Gregg.
Claymore
Yes.
Gregg.
Would you care to sit down?
Yes, thank you.
Miss Tardy. Very unusual name.
Yes. You know, Karen has spoken of you so often.
Really?
Yes, she has.
Of me?
Yes, and now I know why.
Why, Miss Tardy?
Why? Oh, don't be so modest. You know that you're a very handsome man.
Uh-oh.
I bet 100 girls have told you that you have that boyish charm of Gregory Peck.
Gregory who?
Peck.
Oh, you mean in the movies?
Snows of Kilimanjaro.
Really?
If you would take off those glasses, you would look very much like him. I just can't get over the resemblance.
Oh, it's probably the bones.
Tell me you haven't heard it 1,000 times.
Would you like something to eat, Miss Tardy? Maybe a sandwich or another malt?
Oh, thanks, no, I better not. I'm sure Karen would just love to come back and find me horning in on her handsome date.
Oh, no! You see, we're just real close friends. Oh, yes. You see, I've been going at quite a clip lately, just between you and I, and I'm trying to cool it.
Just my luck. I'm leaving in the morning. I would kidnap you tomorrow.
Well, be my guest. Go ahead, to Zoe's tonight. Kidnap me. Go ahead, kidnap me.
I love you.
What is that perfume?
That's jungle gardenia. I wear it all the time.
Well, I might have known. No matter where we are, you manage to dig up the handsomest man around.
Betty, this is Claymore Gregg, my friend, Betty Freeman.
Hello, Miss Freeman.
You're Claymore Gregg?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. I have heard so much about you.
I guess the word gets around, doesn't it? Why don't I just take my sandwich and just scoot over there and sit in the middle so you girls can share these?
How excited I am to meet you.
Really? Oh, would you like a chip?
Love him. Carolyn's told me so much about you. Trying to think of who it is you remind me of.
Huh? Say that? Snows of Kilimanjaro.
Of course.
Gregory, say it.
Gregory Peck.
Everybody says that.
Don't get any ideas, Betty. I saw him first.
All's fair in love and war.
Listen, I have the perfect solution, ladies. There is enough to go around for all of us. Shall we?
I'm terribly sorry, but I think I'm going to have to go home.
Oh.
Well, Martha says that Jonathan is running a slight fever, and I think I should go. Shall I drop you off, Claymore? And we'll take care of this gorgeous hunk of man.
We certainly will. That is, if it's all right with Claymore.
Oh, certainly, girls. Be my guest. After all, the night is young, and I'm so beautiful.
Listen, next time you all come to town, give me some notice. We'll get together, all right?
Oh, hey, thanks for the movie, but I'm taking care of all this for the ladies.
All right.
Bye-bye.
I will flip you to see who gets to dance first with Gregory.
Oh, no. I might lose. We're a threesome all the way.
Look out, kids!
Lazy, you're too much.
You know it's easy when you've got it, girls.
Hi, Claymore.
Hi, Mrs. Muir.
How was your evening last night?
Oh, fabulous. However, it was even better for Paula and Betty.
Well, that should prove to you that you're not the washout you thought you were with women.
I finally accepted the fact that I have some strange animal magnetism that draws women toward me.
I always thought you did.
It's partly the eyes. They're so fiery and restless. Mrs. Muir, does this do anything for you?
Fantastic.
Isn't it? It's so funny, Mrs. Muir. The answer came to me in a flash, what my trouble had been all this time.
And what was that?
You see, Betty and Paula have class. They recognize class. Up until now, all my dates have been beneath my level, but that's all in the past now. That's why I'm here. To see you, Carolyn.
Me?
Oh, don't play it cool when your pulse is pounding and the blood is racing through your veins at the very sight of me. Paula and Betty told me just how much you've spoken about me. Is that true?
Yes.
And last night, did you or did you not, Mrs. Muir, practically beg me to take you out? Even pay for it? And weren't you insanely jealous when I stayed behind with the girls in the mall shop?
Jealous?
Don't worry, Mrs. Muir. Your dream has come true. I will pick you up at 7. Be ready.
Claymore, you...
Don't fight it. It's bigger than both of us. These are just lovely. Fine.
Don't fight it, my dear. It is bigger than both of us. That oaf.
Do you believe him? What a switch.
Well, don't concern yourself, my dear. When he comes back this evening, you tell him the truth, and I will usher him to the door.
Oh, the truth would shatter him. It would break his heart.
He has to learn the truth somehow.
Well, I don't know. You know, knowing Claymore as we do, there might be another way to discourage him. What would you say is more sensitive than his heart?
His wallet.
Exactly. Oh, good evening, Claymore.
Good evening, my dear. Surprise.
Oh, my
For the
goodness.
fairest flower of them all.
Oh, how sweet. But you shouldn't have gone to the expense.
Oh, no expense at all. I just picked them in your garden. Oh, this is charming.
I thought perhaps you'd like some sherry before we leave.
What a splendid idea, Carolyn. It warms the blood and sharpens the senses. You look particularly lovely tonight, my dear.
Oh, thank you.
Next to you, these are mere weeds. May I propose a toast, my dear? To us, Carolyn. Que sera? Sera.
Oh, please. Not the eyes.
Perhaps you better sit down. You never realized, isn't it funny, how much you were attracted to me?
Claymore, I've decided not to fight it.
Good.
You may be the best thing for me.
I certainly am, my dear.
Oh, can you imagine the fun we're going to have? Dining and dancing in the finest places every night.
Every night?
I know the kind of man you are. You sweep a girl off her feet, and then you shower her with expensive baubles.
Expensive? How expensive, Carolyn?
Who cares? To you, money's no object. I know you'd spend your last penny on me if it made me happy.
Money cannot buy happiness. Let us think of something else.
Perhaps we should make plans.
Plans? What kind of plans?
We could take a trip to Europe after the wedding.
When did I go to the wedding?
A villa.
Oh.
Ah, and we could put the children in school in Switzerland.
Switzerland?
Of course. I know you're the very best, regardless of cost.
My dear, I wouldn't hurt you, not for anything in the world, Carolyn. But I came here tonight to tell you that it cannot be.
What?
I am nothing but a playboy. Love them and leave them. I must belong to all women, everywhere.
But Claymore, you...
Hush, child. I must go now.
Claymore,
Don't
you
follow
said...
me, please. I beg of you. Turn around. Turn around, my child, and don't look back.
Yes, to you, madam.
Thank you, Captain.
I do hope that you will be able to recover from this heart-rending incident.
Oh, I'll try, Captain. I'll try. But it won't be easy. You see, there are only 2 Gregory Pecks.